We used to have the I Help program at Community. He'd be like, y'all save me the ham hocks, y'all save me this, y'all save me that. And for a while we did, then I got to thinking, I said, my pastor, I was large then too. I was like, okay, we just eating like pigs. But the thing is, my last thing with him was, he called me the next day and he said, thank you, that I didn't give him the chicken. Because, I was looking out for him. But the thing is, I say to my cousin Bridget, he was a wonderful man. He was a great man. As everybody said, he was a giant. He was a great teacher, a great preacher. And he was the best friend I ever had, in the sense that him and I used to go on walks. We had the whole church going just about on the walks. And I just want to say I loved him, and I love you too, cousin. You know I do.
Hello, my name is Tyrone Murray. Pastor Kenny is my older cousin. And I just want to say that when I seen Kenny preach for the first time, well, maybe the only time, I'm from San Bernardino, California, so I don't get up here much. But when I seen him preach for his father's funeral, it just blew me away. I didn't know how powerful he was, and when I seen it, I was like, man, that really, 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 really hit my heart. But now when I come in and pay my respects to my cousin, and I see all these great people honoring my cousin, it just brings tears to my eyes. I'm just so proud of him, and he really, really, really inspired me, to stay on the right track and be a better person for people that's looking up to me. And Bridget, I want to pay my respects and condolences to you and my auntie Ernie, and I love my cousin Kenny. Thanks for coming out, guys.
My name is Ronnie Scott, and I'm Reverend Murray's nephew. On behalf of the family, we want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank all the pastors that showed up. And on behalf of my grandmother, we loved him. I ain't never been one stuck on words, but this one hurts. Miss you, Uncle. He was like a big brother to me. We were only 8 years apart. I grew up with him. I moved off to Texas, and when I came back out here to the peninsula, when I started high school, that transition I thought would be rough, but everybody, all my peers, they knew Kenny Murray. Kenny Murray, your uncle? Yeah. So the transition, he made the transition so smooth for me. Just bear with me. I did 20 years in the military. I ain't never been stuck on words, but we love you, Uncle. You will always be in our hearts.
That's right.
To his grandkids, he loves you guys. Every time I talk to him, he was always telling me to say something to you. So when I talk to you, I wasn't talking to you to be rough with you. He saw something in you, and he still sees it. To the oldest, be the oldest. All right? Be the glue. You got two under you, and I know it's rough for you, but you have to stand. You have to stand for them, and you have to stand for your mom, and you have to stand for your grandmother. Grandma, Miss Murray, he's with my mama now. He's with his daddy also. Thank you.
Amen.
God bless you all. Giving honor to God, the family, Mother Murray, Bridget, Carolyn, Charlene, Billy. I wanted to stand here to say that Kenny Murray was a beacon. I remember when he worked at the Beacon House, and a beacon, it means a light. He has always been a beacon, and not just for the Seaside community, because I live in Fresno, and I called Kenny one day and I said, could you come to Fresno and preach at my church? Could you come deliver a message? Right away, yep. And I believe it was Michi that came with him, amen? And as Michi has his story, I used to make bad choices and use drugs and all that, and I met Kenny during that time. They are my family. They engrafted me back in the 80s, and I thank God for that. But he was a beacon, and he was a hope, and he is a help. And I thank